system up and running. We're going to be doing a live stream there. I'm waiting to see. And the YouTube viewers just came online. YouTube is online together with the Facebook Live. I'm going to give you the YouTube link as well so that you can share that. You can have that if you're having a problem with either the video or the audio on this. You could go to the YouTube link and yeah. So I'm going to give you the link now to the PEP page, and apologies for all of the other things that's happening, because by tomorrow we should have this organized a little better and somebody else would be assisting me, but we choose to do it on a Monday because why not add that much more stress to this? So here I am, here we are, we're almost ready. You're going to hear me talking about 3 different times. Don't worry, we're going to get it down. Progressive Empowerment Party live stream. This is it. It's on the page, it's on the wall, it's there. Make yourself at home. Share it with who you need to share it with. If you're not getting good video, good audio here, share that. Right, let me get serious now. Right, so before the bacchanal start, and you know the bacchanal must start, share this with your friends. Share this with everybody. Let them know that we're here. Yeah? And I wonder if I could do this twice. Because if I turn up this one, will the other one play?
Tell them all the stink and dirty.
Right. Was the video like? Was the audio like? We good? We inside? Spread the word. Monday night, real things to discuss. Share it, share it, share it. Share either, share both. Share it. Call people, text them, WhatsApp them, message them, tell them we here. You know they miss me. The whole thing now is, you see this like a command center. Sharon said video audio perfect. Sharon, I'm broadcasting to you alone. Come now, man. Blow it. Blow away with that bullshit now. Galbarang Singh's daughter in the gym tonight. She just talked to me, so I talked to her. She tell me tonight, don't talk to me. Why? Because Prem, whoever the hell his name is, dead today. Prem dead from a heart attack or yesterday, whatever. And I say, you know what? Go and join Malcolm Jones. Go and join Hafiz Karamat. Rot in hell. I hope the torment and the anguish and the tears and the cries of all of those who suffer because of your banditry, your corruption, your criminality fall on you forever. And young Miss Galbarang Singh want to play, she giving me talk, babe, your time will come. All of you who step out of the right side into the dark side, all of you who took the opportunity to feather your owness. And don't tell me about who left behind to mourn reading that, you know, because let me tell you something, eh? You know who in your family engage in slackness. You know when you move from B14 to Range Rover overnight. You know when you get them contracts and the family come home and the Johnny Walker Blue come out. You know when Bonilal pull up by the house and all they set a line. You know them things was going down. So don't pretend now that the son of a bitch dead. Don't pretend now that all of a sudden he is some paragon of virtue. Miss me with that bullshit. And if you don't want to hear that, partner, switch off, blank off, walk away. Because this wall and this jackass, I'm not here to rub your head and tell you there's rainbows and butterflies outside. This country in a mess. I stand up by a gas pump in Four Roads, pumping diesel in my van, talking to the man next door. The man owns a sports company in this country. I asked him, how you going? He said, boy, fighting up, trying to do well, trying to survive. I said, well, boy, what are we going to do? How calm recession treating you? He said, well, we had 40 years of fat, so I guess it leans, so we can't complain. I said, but how you could say that? He said, well, we had some billions. I said, yes, but where then? He said, that's the question. And that's the question we have to keep asking. Because people want to know why this country is so badly off. Why it's so broken. Why it's so damaged. Why nothing works. I'll tell you why. Centralized government, centralized cabinet, corrupt politicians, corrupt professionals, corrupt businessmen got together, formed themselves into a bandit clan, answer to something we call the power structure. They put their people in all the positions of power in this country to sanitize their theft, to open doors. Listen now, it's not a joke piece of conspiracy took this country apart, you know. Trinidad and Tobago is how it is today because there are too many devious people who are willing to sacrifice their soul and yours to sell their brothers and sisters up and down the river, to take what they could get and run. And as time after time after time, every single government we have ever gotten in this country, every government has been worse. Every single government has been worse to the point where the people punch drunk. They don't know who to turn to. We have jackasses posing as religious extremists telling them I could run your country. Run it where? Into the freaking ground for Trump to come and drop the mother of all bombs and we ask? No, partner. What we need is people of heart and care for people who have civic-minded virtue, character, people who understand what it means to give for giving's sake. We've had too many mocking pretenders. All of a sudden, Kamala busting fake oil. Why? Because Rowley and them leading the charge. I say today, from the moment they find Ram Logan, Kamala find oil. So Nazim name jumping up and all of a sudden we're going to have a big exchange. Prem, the same Prem only on my wall. The same Prem only on my wall want to talk shit about. Had little children breathing cement dust for 5 years with the concrete batching plant. And Botiwari, you son of a bitch, you sanitize it for them. Botiwari as Minister of Planning made it possible until a judge had to shut it down. A judge said, how could this be? How could you come into a residential community and build a stone crushing, cement dust mixing, batching plant and pretend because you take some of your bandit money and build a lake and put 20 duck and some koi and tilapia and tell people as long as them ain't there, the people good. You see all your mad and all your mother-ass head, boy. And you make them breed dust, cement dust. I went in people's house. One of the houses, when I went, they abandoned it. And it had a cake. Listen now. Imagine where you live in if tomorrow you realize construction start for heavy industry concrete batching plant. You know what a concrete batching plant is? That's where they crush up and mix up and put everything together. And truck after truck after truck come in, idling, revving. You ever hear how a cement truck works? He has to rev that truck to keep that thing spinning. And you live in there. Your backyard is a concrete batching plant and you get away with that for 5 years, Prem. I hope you get 5 years, or I hope you get the rest of eternity of revving fumes and dust in your ass. I hope you get that. I hope you get that and you know your name was on the list. Because I understand there's a list. And I understand Rudal Munilal name on that list. So Prem, it looked like you get away. The rest of them may not be so lucky. And you, brother, I don't want you to rest in peace. Like Johnny O'Halloran and Malcolm Jones and Patrick Manning and Hafiz Karamat and the rest of the rogues gallery who have escaped natural justice. I hope you rot in hell for the rest of eternity. You wanna come on my wall and play holier and down. Mother home, child home, sister home. They're crying in B14 tonight. They're crying in Range Rover. Listen, I was leading a protest outside that blasted batching plant to this day. One of my best friends in the world, Marlon Eskai, he have a partner named Bobby Bagwandine. And Bobby Bagwandine reached out to me and said, Phil, I really need your help, you know. Marlon will explain it to you. And Bobby and Marlon take me up in this freaking batching plant, boy. And these people tore my ass all over the place and tried to get me to understand it. They're so bad. They're so blah, blah, blah. And you know what? Friend for friend's sake. You see, I'll admit it, I was a naive son of a bitch. And I'm willing to take people's words for things. And I'll never forget, that was one of the failures I failed for not fighting for those people in Cunupia. But justice must come. Justice must come. And I'm vexed that I didn't. And I'm vexed that I didn't because it was a time when I was still thinking that we could make it work, and the COP and the People's Partnership and all this fire truckery could have come to something. I was thinking that then, and I was hoping that then. Didn't come to nothing.
Hit them with powder, tell them all the steak and dirty. Steak and dirty. Yes, they call me inhuman. Descendant of the blue one. Yeah, and this is my dominion. Holy faith, holy faith. I have made preparation. I have faced tribulation. This is my declaration. Holy faith. In the deep bush.
Ask Bo how that residential area come to have a concrete batching plant. But ask him, ask Monilal, how those two companies get those billion-dollar contracts. Ask him that. We have to ask questions. You know why? Because everything is yours. And for the first time, I'm driving today and I'm thinking, why the media hate me so, boy? Why they hate me so? I mean, we had a lovely relationship for a while. It's like this next jackass, LaCroix. Gary Griffith asked me, who's LaCroix? I said, who do you mean? Who's LaCroix? He said, some fella bad talking here. He said, a 4'9" steroid-induced jackass who for years wanted to pretend my partner Rodney Vaya, who owned CrossFit 2020. I know this jackass through Rodney. And he's the next musclehead who father is the editor for Newsday. I know everybody. Not easy going. I'll shake anybody's hand. All of a sudden, this clown pick up Dane Wilson, think that Dane Wilson not a patro he knows for. But Mr. Gentleman, my lawyer done on you, and you will pay too. So I said, Gary, boy, that being dealt with. Forget it. All of y'all who sharing people bullshit. Remember, I still have a play. And plenty of people had to come and apologize and say, Phil, we didn't know, we didn't understand, we were being used in an agenda. Hey, I easy to forgive. I easy to say, let we go forward. The real Philip Edward Alexander is this one, who's standing in your face tonight, willing to tell you red crappo, yellow crappo, salt after salt after salt. And unlike the rest of them outside there, who just looking to talk to see what they could get to put in their pocket, we here to fix this. And we're going to fix it. I want to give you some information. I'll give you some information now. Share it up. We're going to talk some stuff now. I'm giving you some numbers now. Tell people, come on, hear this. They're going to hear this. Trust me. Share it up. Tell them. We have a list. We're reading the list tonight. Current 2017. No back in time charts. When she have the thing to serve on your short man, your muscle burn up in your brain and choking you. When she have the thing to serve on you, I come in. I want to see your face. Because you will have two choices. You will apologize and pay, or we will drag your ass in a court of law. All you feel today is yesterday. PNM, UNC, financiers, lawyers, accountants, Maria and Ernst & Young. Don't be calling my name in your mouth, you know. Hey, wait. Maria and Ernst & Young. I have an ex-girlfriend who works in Ernst & Young. And Maria, you went to provoke the girl to say, your ex-man calling my name in your mouth. Maria, you have more thing in your home to worry about. You have daughters to look after. Go and talk to Stuart Young and ask Stuart Young to help you sort out your daughters. Because let me tell you something, you don't want that business drop rough in the road. You go back. Trust me, you go back. So here what to do. Stop putting, you see you on bumpy head honeys. Every time bumpy head honeys see me, he's get vexed because I good looking and he ugly in the dark. So I know bumpy head honeys in Ernst & Young have a problem with me long time. And if Joe Paris didn't finish with Marlene so he could get a nice girl to date, bumpy head honeys would have been dating a Playboy or a Penthouse tonight. And I want all of y'all in Ernst & Young to know, for all the shit you talk about me, I have shit to talk about you too. Give me a wide berth. I tell you all already. Whatever it is all you're doing, light candle. Pray to all the gods that I don't see power. Pray to all the gods that I don't reach inside there and we get them paper. Because trust me, they have nowhere for you to go and hide. Betray the people's trust. There's my platform. When all you had, all your platform, all you do me all you want, say all you want, tell me haters today, brace, get some diapers. I must have a time to play. I must have an answer back. That time must come. That time must come. There are some stuff you all need to hear though. Let me look at it now. Get it out of the way before we run out of time. We started at 9-ish. So, all this thing that floating on the page. Philip, lower your blood pressure, calm yourself. We have time and we will deal with this. Petrotrin scandal. Everybody sending me Petrotrin scandal. Everybody sending me. You know what I get in my inbox? You know I get in my inbox? Franklin Can. Anyway, I will leave that one alone. Because I get a bundle of documents in my inbox that call Franklin Can name in something. But more important, it give me information on Big Head and Sydenham. Bridgeman's Trinidad. We're not forgetting Bridgeman's Trinidad. Big Head, we're not tell you, boy. We're not tell you. Anyway, let me talk some stuff. Here's some numbers, right? Here's some numbers. Because you need to know. This is the budget allocation for Trinidad and Tobago this year. The president gets 15 million. This is for 365 days, 2070. Listen to this little postage stamp, 2x4 country, that they say we have no money. Listen to what money's spending on, right? The president's office gets $15,487,000. That is, besides, listen, the Auditor General gets 44 million. The Judiciary gets 331 million. The Industrial Court gets 21 million. The Parliament gets 124,428,000. The Service Commissions get 68 million. Who they renting that building from on Cipriani Boulevard? Ask that question. Statutory authorities, 4 million. Nobody care about them. Elections and boundaries get $90 million. Everybody who running for election had to pay a $5,000 deposit, but they're getting $90 million. But stick up in it. We coming in all, you know. We coming in all. We don't deal with all. Tax Appeal Board get 4 million. We don't care about that. And Registration, Recognition, and Certification Board, 3 million. We don't care about that. Don't care about that. Office of the Prime Minister, $228 million. Tobago House of Assembly, $333,590,000. Central Administrative Services Tobago, which is different from the Tobago House of Assembly. Because you have a Tobago House of Assembly, you have $2.25 billion. But you have Central Administrative Services Tobago get $56 million. Personnel Department, not sure what that is, they get $58 million. Pensions and gratuities get $110 million. Now tell me, stick a pen. Ministry of National Security gets $3,145,704,000. Ministry of the Attorney General, $253 million. Ministry of Education, $5,327,738,000. Ministry of Health, $5,506,381,000. Ministry of Labor, $430,699,000. Ministry of Public Administration and Communications. Listen to this number. Maxi Coffee, roasting. They ain't know if you're going to live or dead. $1,006,328,000. To do what? Ministry of Public Administration and Communication. To do what? To run CNMG? To run CNMG and 91.1 radio station? JSL have a skeleton staff of 4. What is this $1 billion for? Ministry of Tourism, $80,829,000. Integrity Commission. The Integrity Commission, whose job it is to keep all these bastards honest, get $10 million. The Integrity Commission that has to keep track of this $60 billion and all of these public officials $10 million. See what's going on? You see way wrong side? We can fix it. I'm going to show you. I'm going to expose it to you. We will open it up and then I will tell you it could fix. Because the Integrity Commission should have $100 million. The Integrity Commission should have a prosecutorial arm. Because the Integrity Commission sitting down doing this. Waiting on the DPP to act on the list. Because the Integrity Commission has sent a list to the DPP and no action has been taken. And you have $10 million. So you either spend it out your pocket or shut up. You're there for appearance's sake. The Environmental Commission. The Environmental Commission. This is, I'm assuming they are responsible for the EMA. They get $7 million. That's why foam could fill the river and kill all the fish. That's why Gregory White could send all the red sauce. His staff could send all the red sauce down in the drain and foul up the whole Western Hemisphere waterfront. Nobody to go and knock on the door and say, Gregory, what's that? Ministry of Public Utilities, $2,868 million. Ministry of Energy and Energy Industries, just under $1 billion. Ministry of Rural Development and Local Government, $2,500 million. Now, this is Ministry of Rural Development and Local Government. Are the regional corporations funded from this? I need to know. Ministry of Works and Transport, Rohan Senadan, $2,500 million. Ministry of Trade and Industry, $193 million. That's not important. That's not important. Ministry of Housing and Urban Development, $1,112,107,000. Ministry of Community Development, Culture and the Arts. In other words, Ministry of Balize Calypso Competition, $431,565,000. Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, which is separate from the Ministry of National Security, gets almost $3 billion. Now, that's $3 billion for the police service. I'll come back up to National Security, who get $3 billion. That's $6 billion. If the police service has their own budget, what is the Ministry of National Security getting $3 billion for? Stick a pin. We had to ask them questions one fine day. You need to know. You need to know. Ministry of Foreign and CARICOM Affairs, $277 million. We ain't care about that. And I want to tell you again, that is an important ministry, and all of the ambassadors and high commissioners we have all over the world are supposed to be selling Trinidad and bringing joint venture business. We'll talk about that again in the future. But that is a ridiculous sum of money. Ministry of Planning and Development. We have Ministry of Planning and Development. But what was Maxi's thing? Communication and what? Here's Ministry of Communication and Planning. How do I find that again? Ministry of Public Administration and Communication. So you get $1 billion for that, and then we have Ministry of Planning, get $344 million. Ministry of Sport and Youth Affairs, this is Romper Man, $325 million. We don't care about sports. Equal Opportunity Tribunal, $1 million. The tribunal who's supposed to mend our racial divide, $1 million. Ministry of Agriculture, Land and Fisheries, $830 million, almost $1 billion Clarence get. Ministry of Social Development and Family Services, $4,755,638,165 for handouts, make works, and buy votes. This is where your money went this year. This is where your money went this year. Now look around. Look around. Look around and ask if you are getting from, let's pick one. Well, as the Ministry of National Security and the Police Service have the lion's share and they get over $6 billion, do you feel secure? $6 billion, right? $6 billion in a nation of 1 million plus. Legal people, the Chinese and the Venezuelans and the Nigerians and the small islanders and all those other people who are not legal, you can't count them in a census, even though they're here and impacting on everything. And there are a lot of people who believe we had nearly 2 million people because it's really crowded. But 1.3 million. So if you divide it by a million, and we're spending 6 billion, 6 billion is $6,000 million. $6,000 for every man, woman, and child in this country is being spent on national security. 6,000 per head per year. That's just that. Do you feel secure? Do you see professional, well-trained and organized policemen and women? Do you see systems? Do you see it organized and in a way that could give you confidence that the nation is secure? Of course not. Does the Coast Guard, do you have any confidence at all in the Coast Guard? Do you? No, of course not. I was told the only time we get a drug bust from the Coast Guard is when whoever has been giving them the extra money don't pay. I don't know if that is true. But when Reginald McLean sent us them pictures that show us the Coast Guard park up morning, noon, and night for weeks, what the boats for? What the boats for? If they're not securing the nation and shutting down the South Coast where all the cocaine passing, all the drugs passing, tonight we run late. One of the reasons we run late, we met with an organization today that is in partnership with an international organization coming here to do a freedom walk. For what? For human trafficking victims. You have a Minister of National Insecurity, Edmund Dillon, who admitted in January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, 8 months ago, he admitted just 6 days shy of 8 months ago in the Parliament in Hansard that 57 of our women have been trafficked. That he is certain that 57 of our women have been trafficked. But he never said what was being done to bring them back. He never said what was being done to stop more trafficking from happening. He never said. He never named them. He never gave information as to how he knows that they were trafficked. Because if you know something, clearly you have evidence. It's like when Kamala knew Herbert Volney corrupted the Parliament and tried to write a fake law edited to help Galbaran Singh. Kamala knew. That's evidence. What happened with the evidence? Nothing. This is the Royal Imperial Majestic Banana Republic of do what the hell they like land. And if Philip talk, little steroid-induced jackasses or 3 tons of fun mamas from Blue Range that living up in Mocha now want to play the dirty in your name. And always ask me, Philip, why is answer back? I'll tell you why is answer back. Because as Marshall say, we afraid nobody. If you call me name, I bounce up Slim, nice white bald head, missing teeth Slim. Everybody knows Slim. In the grocery, you say, but you and them mustn't fall out. I say, why? She attacked me first. You tell her. Say, no, well, in politics, she must come. I say, boy, miss me with that bullshit. Politics don't mean defame my name. If you disagree, tell me you disagree. Let's talk. Let's talk. As I answer my phone with those screen calls. Talk. I everywhere. My Facebook open to the public. I give everybody amnesty the other night and release all of the blocked sycophants except Inshan. I'm tired of him. I want to hear here talk. But Mr. Dillon said to the Parliament, so he's either guilty of misleading Parliament, which is a serious crime, or he is a failure as a Minister of National Security. You have to decide which. Because your Minister of National Security said that he knew for a fact and for certain that 57 women in this country were trafficked. Do you know what trafficked is? Traffic is hold on. Stuff thing in your mouth, tape you up, tie your hand, tie your foot, bundle you, put you in a bag, stick you in the back of a jeep, take you down to the waterfront, throw you in a pirogue, cover you down with tarpaulin, and throw fish on top here so that nobody can see when they pass in, and pretending there's fishing boat, and going to meet whoever they're going to meet out in the Gulf, and pass you over in exchange for guns and cocaine. And you've just been sold. You've just been sold either into working slavery, sex slavery, not sex slavery. For sex slavery, there's handcuff, one hand to a metal bed. And most of the times, they keep you hopped up on drugs, so you're pliable. But a lot of the times, you get enough licks that you stop fighting back. You just lie down there and take iron. 10, 15, 20 man a shift. That's what sex trafficking is. And you will take iron till you're dead. Or if it's possible to envisage something worse than that, they sell you for parts. You go somewhere, but they just cut you up and sell your parts. Kidney, liver, corneas. Listen, 57 people are missing. 57 women have been stolen from this country. Your Minister of National Security admitted it. He's done nothing since. He should be fired for that. He should account for them every month. Every single month that go by, he needs to give a running account of these 57 women. Because that's his job, to the assholes who keep telling me that government can't fix everything. Oh, Christ! What did they do, y'all? What did they do to y'all to make you not understand that it is precisely their job? What did they do to y'all? How did they get you so stupid? How? That's the government work. When I take the picture of the little boys, and I take a picture of 7 of them today, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, by Westmoreland's traffic light by Super Farm, hustling. I could wipe your window for $2. Hustle. And the people who defending them not realizing the point I'm trying to make is they're cute. They hustling, give them a help out, fine. And if they don't dare or end up in jail at a young age, they're going to grow up to a point where it's no longer going to be a cute hustle for you, for them to wipe your glass. And then what are they to do? To eat normal food, buy normal clothes, live in a normal house, buy a little red mango and a carrot now and then. And they have to come and climb in the little window you have in the bathroom that probably don't have water in. And when you catch them in the house and you startle them and they think they gotta make a jail, they kill you. Because they're cute. And they're on a hustle. You see, the jackassery that allows this country to be the Royal Imperial Majestic Banana Republic is not them alone. It's you. Here are the ones, the ones who defend it, the ones who don't understand it. But you know who's the biggest jackasses in this country? You're up to your waist in Gobara. Country failing. Failing. One dead in Barataria. And before that, Blood Dry, next one dead in Arima. And we ain't stopping to know the names. The country failing. And you're giving me this absolute fire truckery that I'm not into politics. It's like you're getting raped from behind, hard. And you're saying, I'm not into getting raped. You're getting raped. You have to be into politics. It's self-preservation. You have to stand in your own defense and in the defense of all those you love and care about. By saying you are not into politics, you are actually abdicating your responsibility. How hard is that to understand? Or if you defend, like my partner Sayo, me and Sayo can't talk again. Sayo used to give Kamala long, hard, right down the line, straight over the middle stump. She couldn't make a note. The same Sayo, girl walk from Rumpaman. Girl board position. They gave him a little counselor thing in Diego Martin. So he liking himself now. He feel like he ball swinging bigger. So you have nothing to say. And that's the worst kind of jackass. Because you're a hypocrite. If you know it wrong under the UNC and you can't say it wrong under the PNM, you're a hypocrite. And whatever happened to you and your family going down the line, because when I hear about this politician family get robbed and that politician family get murdered, Phil don't say boo. In my mind, I'm thinking you had a chance to fix it. And you didn't. And all the balls roll forward. And you meet up with one. Yeah? So, Mr. Dillon, people's wives, sisters, daughters, mothers have been stolen and sold. What are you doing, sir? You have responsibility. Those little black boys by Super Farm, by the traffic light by Westmoreland, to the mocking pretenders and the knuckle draggers listening to me. Keith Rowley is their MP 31 years now. 31 years now, he is their MP. That means he is MP when some of them mother and father was children. And he's their MP 31 years now, and he ain't do fire truck all for all them little black children, breeding more black children, and nothing in place to say, come son, this is not for you. We will give you a stipend because we're the third richest nation in the world. And I understand that you come from a poor family. So we'll give you a little stipend. We'll make sure you get a breakfast, a lunch, and a dinner. And we'll put you to school. And because you see, the difference between a Barack Obama and what one of these boys grow up to be is what they've been exposed to, the values that have been imprinted in them, and the opportunities that have been made available to them. We have marginalized the grandchildren of Africa in this country. We've literally given them no option but to become bandits because they outgrow hustler. Hustler is for time. Hustler is for time. After hustler is bandit, and if you survive bandit, you're homeless. We've done this to them. And we have to undo this. Because along the way, there are casualties. Along the way, there's a Clare Broad Bridge in St. Anne's. Along the way, there's this lady in Chaguanas. Along the way, these two men who get murdered today. Along the way, there are casualties of our failure to understand social management is job one. Fire truck me, the real Philip Alexander. Go and watch what the asshole sharing. But they can't talk this. And they can't talk it with Rowley. And they can't talk it with Kamala. This little cock. Anyway, before I lose my mind, Varsha Sankar, who is only because she rubbing Jack Warner back, she getting to write a column in the Sunshine newspaper. She's sharing shit about me. And she bigging up Kamala. And Rudang name getting calling thing that Prem had to dead to escape. Hafiz Karamat walking to an inquiry smelling like death. If anybody saw justice while they was alive, if anybody's sins caught up with them while they were still on earth, it was Hafiz Karamat. Hafiz Karamat rot to death. Go and ask the doctors. See what they tell you. Hafiz was not a bad man, you know. Was not a bad man. But he became one because opportunity presented itself. And these people know that they need, all right, you know what I need, eh? I need a politician, a minister. I'm going to tell you why the centralized government and the cabinet is the problem. I'm going to tell you why the cabinet is the problem. And you see, to those who are not into politics, nudge them now. So just listen and learn now. Just learn a little bit. So when they come to rape you, you will understand why you couldn't get away. Right? They need a politician to make the decision. They need a banker to wash the money. They need a contractor to actually put down the job. They need an accounting firm to sanitize the funds. They need a lawyer to drive the getaway car in case they get hold. So they share it up. And then, of course, the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister to get a cut. Because you can't tell me billions of dollars going out the door and you're saying you're capable and you could manage, but you can't realize that the money that you budget to spend on certain programs not happening. Because the people talking, the people saying, we had no current, we had no water, we had no roads, we had no lights, we had no community center, we had the food, the price too expensive. Cal is $1 billion loss every year. The port is $1 billion loss every year. Blah. You know, you have to know, because if you don't know, you're a fool. And we don't need a fool for a prime minister. Do we? Do we ever need a fool for a prime minister? Because you need to know. Understand this. When they ask how we know the PEP not going to be corrupt like them, because of what we say we're going to do, we're going to put in place, it will literally end corruption. And you have a responsibility. Like you have a responsibility under this government to keep them doing their job or fire them. Be like a tick in the ass. I hired you for this. And if you're not doing this, vacate. Do that to me. Do that to us. I'll tell you something. We propose 41 boards of supervisors managing each constituency. That's $60 billion. Half of that divided between all 41 constituencies. Fix your own road, fix your own light, run your own school, run your own security, run your own hospitals, take care of your own ambulances, fix your sidewalks, build your community centers, maintain, operate, and answer for the money that you get at the end of the year. That's our plan. So you have 41 junior ministers of works. We call them supervisors of works. Just to get we away from that minister name now, because it's tainted and it's dirty. So we call them supervisors of works. Now you have 41 supervisors of works. So what should the Ministry of Works get? We can do it here. The Ministry of Works and Transport get $2.5 billion. $2.5 billion, eh? So I'm going to Google $2.5 billion divided by 41. Just for argument's sake. And I don't know what the hell Google gave me here. So I guess I have to do the numbers. But you understand the point I'm trying to make? $2.5 billion is 1 billion. And so that's 20. So 20 into 500,000, 50 million. How much it is? Let's say it's $50 million to run your constituency. No, it would be 500 million. $500 million to run your constituency. You responsible for everything that takes place as works in your ministry. You cannot hire any contractor from outside of your ministry. You have to hire contractors from within your constituency. That now is law. So you could no longer have any SIS, Calco, Junior Sami, Kusals coming out from nowhere, Northern Construction, and becoming billionaires because they could only operate in one constituency, wherever they're from. Wherever they're from. But right now, you have one Minister of Works and Transport with $2.5 billion to spend. 2,500 million. If somebody come to them and say, boy, we could move 100 million, nobody gonna know, you know. It's 2,500 million you have to account for. You could make that up. 100 million, tell me, you know, we will provide pepper spray for the police service. We'll get an exclusive contract. This is what goes on. This is what goes on. And it mustn't be allowed to continue. But it will continue. It will continue for as long as we allow it to continue. As long as we allow this to continue, and tomorrow I will add to my now command center a proper calculator, because I like to count my numbers, but they kind of big. But the point I'm trying to make is that if we break up the country into 41 semi-autonomous regions, all funded to take care of their own business, you could no longer have one Rohan Sinanan, or one Franklin Kahn, or one Anthony Garcia, or one Edmund Dillon responsible for billions. People texting me with the answers. Seriously? 50 million. Thank you. My Chief Research Officer, Anne-Marie. Yeah? Understand what we're trying to say. What we're trying to say is transparency and accountability is possible. The Progressive Empowerment Party proposes, besides the shutting down of all special purpose companies, Patrick Manning did an end run around the tenders board. We have a tenders process by law. Patrick Manning corrupted that law. Patrick Manning corrupted that system. This is why I hope Patrick Manning is tormented for all eternity. He created special purpose companies. The Ministry of Works and Transports have a UDCOT. The Ministry of Education have a EFCL. The Ministry of Housing have a EMBD. The Ministry of Sport have a Sport TT. And all of these special purpose companies exist to take funding and divide it among the financiers in words like projects and contracts. Every time they cut a ribbon, they rapier. Nothing has been done in this country that didn't involve at some point the public being fleeced and taken advantage of by the power structure and the political directorate. And that is what central government will always do. That is what it will always do. I hear about a project in Tobago where the people own the land and they sold the land to the THA. And the THA bought it from them at an inflated price. And then it leased it back to the same people they bought it from for a peppercorn rent. So I sell you my land for big money and you rent it back to me for small money. So I win. You just give me money. But worse, you agree to rent a building from me in Tobago on the same land. And you sign a lease for 199 years for a building I'm going to build. So I sell you the land, rent back the land to build a building, to lease to you, and you say yes. And to cap it off, the THA lent them the money to build the building. Now if that is not rocket science corruption, this country ain't joke. We ain't joke smart, you know. We ain't joke. So that man, he just get money after money after money. Think about that. This is what we're good at. This is what we're good at. We're marvelous at corruption. This is what we're good at. You need to shut down those special purpose companies. You need to create a robust and transparent tenders board. What is a robust and transparent tenders board? It must publish the names. You see how we ask in Rohan? We dug in Rohan. 5 people doing inquiries still can't find out from Rohan who owns Bridgeman's Trinidad Limited. You give them the contract, but we don't know who owns it. In a progressive empowerment party government, the new robust and transparent tenders board will have to publish all tenders and will publish the reason why John Smith was given the contract. And it will tell you the details of the contract. And John Smith can't give you bullshit that if you publish that I get a $300 million contract, I'll be alerting people of nefarious intent. Friend, you're providing ferry boats. Nobody think you're doing that for pistachio nuts. It must be big money. It must. It must be published, and if you don't want to be published, stay out of this. But the people of Trinidad and Tobago needs to know what is being done with their money. What is being done with their with the allocation and the procurement. You cannot, in any good conscience, continue to operate in a nation where they say they're giving the Ministry of Sport $1 billion and the $1 billion goes into Sport TT and Sport TT don't have to account to nobody for the next 5 years. The THA, that information I just give you, they make no accounts yet, you know, because the THA overdue 10 years now to provide accounts to central government. We just gave Orville London a reward and sent him to the real London to preen instead of putting his ass in a jail cell because he has not accounted for the money that he spent. And if you give a man $20 to go and buy a pack of the Murray and he come back eating sweet biscuit and he tell you, well, I choose to eat sweet biscuit instead, you could call the police and that is a charge. Fraudulent conversion. If it is fraudulent conversion to take $20 for a cigarette and buy sweet biscuit, what is the charge when it's billions? Come on, man. We cannot continue this way. We cannot continue this way. You have a responsibility. I have a responsibility. We have a responsibility and we cannot continue this way. All of the games that are being played, all of them has to come to an end. We need to tear that power structure down. We need to go into government and undo and redo all of that. We need to put systems in place where you divest public funds to 41 accounts departments. They have to account for it. And that you have an organization in the Exchequer's office capable of saying, this is correct and this is suspect. And if it is suspect, make it correct or it will be investigated for fraud. Because it's public funds. And as somebody told me, Philip, if you become Prime Minister, make corruption treason. And I agree. Because they've broken this country. They've broken it. And we need to go and get back every cent from 1962 to now. We need to dig up every paper. We need to hire lawyers and pay them commission. No money up front. 50% of what you collect. Bring back the trillions.
Witness an orchestra, a bang, 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 of only politicians. Well, rated their performance on style, talent and endurance. A bang, 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 of parliamentarians.
Orchestrated banditry. Politics that encourage hate, making good folks discriminate. Bridges replaced by gates. Listen. None of them clean. Not one. The COP lied to you. The COP was a vehicle to allow certain UNC backroom boys to come back. And Winston Dukara knew that. And when Winston didn't get the work he wanted, he threw a tantrum. I don't care if the Queen knight your silver balls. You're an ass. You let down the nation. You, a next mocking pretender, took people for a ride. We don't want it honest, Philip. Lie to us. Everybody's nice.
Vocalists have sore throat. Keyboard is playing wrong note in this bang, bang, bang of serial politicians. Their lyrics
not rhyming. Some have no sense of timing.
This bang, bang, bang of parliamentarians. Save your group for the Babolists, promoting the cause of justice, or what democracy at risk. When the section called to the fore, music rap to the core, who arranged the score, so impure with the UNC and the BNM and the COP and the political symphony. It's a symphony with the GOP, MSJ and JSC and the political symphony. It's a symphony. Corruption rebuff, say enough is enough. The system will always fail.
Once the big fish not making jail.
No integrity, no morality.
Challenge thrown down. Challenge accepted. PNM and UNC, they want to come at me, the two mocking pretenders. Chatter, 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 chatter. Come, bring all your nonsense. We have 3 years to go. All they putting out lists and litanies, the real Philip Alexander. When people send it to me, I say, miss me with that bullshit. There are plenty of that to come, but they're going to run out. Because what are you going to say again? If it's not working, what are you going to say again? What are you going to say? And what are you going to send to them? My poor members of the PEP, has watched them and has think, well, they must think when they watch me, boy. Because I mean, what they don't accuse me of, I'm not sure. But the members of the Progressive Empowerment Party, and that's why I shield them. Who is your minister this? Who's your member that? Not at all. Not at all. There will be a presentation close to elections. You will get the entire party and it will shock you. Who on board? But right now, because of political victimization and character assassination, you ain't getting that. You ain't getting that. So if you're waiting on that, you will wait. You ain't getting that. We taking it.
Yeah. Revelation.
Every day. Every day. And Sanfroid, Lacroix, or whatever your name is, you will rue the day. Trust me, you know, I taking it. You pick up the N. Wilson piece of bullshit and come at me. Lawyers will take away your ambitions. Wait and see. And who ain't dead, badly wounded? See them lawyers? They like that. Making money.
conjuring because the children coming to take back the pit. The power of the word in the conscious styling. Before a brand new morning. The power of the word in the rap so styling. Rocking the roots of the vampire system.
Rocking the roots of the vampire system. You hear what they said? When Nell and the boys, Trickadal. This is not a new song. When they sing that, it's a call to action. People were supposed to pour into the street. But all you're still playing nigger coolie politics. My bandit better than yours. Your party less worse than mine. What the hell is going on? 55 years of this bullshit. How much longer do you have to do the same incredible absurdity over and over and over before you realize, wait a minute, the common element in this is me. It's I doing shit. I choosing foolishness and try something new. The Progressive Empowerment Party, I want you to understand something here. The policies of the Progressive Empowerment Party, rocking them to the core. Shaking the system, you know what? Giving it away for free. I didn't hold it back to bring it out as a manifesto. Take it now. We showed you how everybody could own a home in this country. And that will undo the culture of dependency that have Morva, Beetham, Laventille, and Sea Lots in a mess. Factory Road, Covin, La Puerta, and Rich Plain will be emancipated if they could buy a home. Abbey Pujard and Big Yard, Lansmeaton. That's what they want. They want to be free. They want independence. They want emancipation. That is what we bring in. When we come down central and south, we bring in roads listen, this set up box drain. Kamala had a plan to make all her financiers rich with box drain contract. Gary Griffith used to joke, one man built 3 box drain, one on top of the other. I no lie. Box drain contract. Billions of dollars under the UNC. Man who was bouncing check all over the place is billionaires today. And now, Darumai busting mark about fake oil. You know that now? Daru, what went on in Petrotrin under your reign? How you wasn't busting mark dead? Petrotrin was still losing money there. They were still hemorrhaging billions under Gillette. We're telling we. There is only one solution. There is only one solution to all that ails us. And trust me when I tell you, everything could fix, you know. But there is medication that you have to take. One solution. And there is something, and you know it, I know it, black, white, brown, green, every shade in between, tall, short, man, woman, all of us know. We have one act, one action that we have to take. We have to take it to rescue Trinidad and Tobago. There is one solution, one medicine, one dose of treatments. There is only one thing. There is no either or, change, exchange, lesser evil bullshit. There is one thing that needs to be done, and that is register yourself to vote. Get ready to be a political animal. Stand in the defense of your democracy. Join hands one to another, one people under one flag, and get ready. Election must come.
Your vote will decide our destiny. Your vote will decide
must come.
Your vote can protect.
My mothers tell me, night does run till day catch it.
Use it well before it's too late. If it is that who you're voting, well, you're not out.
When you're voting,
Vote them out. Vote them out. If it is the prove it to be your people out.
when you're voting,
Vote them out. Vote them out. If it is the time is now, then
change must come about.
just as how you vote them in. Vote them out.
This week, well, you know what auspicious event passed unheralded, unnoticed, uncelebrated this week? You know what? Yeah, Linda, you're getting blocked tonight. I tell you, you're distracting my people. You all know what passed this week that was unheralded, uncelebrated. If they were doing a good job, they would have been screaming it from the rooftop. Red and ready! the anniversary of the election victory of the PNM 2 years ago. 2 years in office, and not one thing, not one single solitary thing to be proud of. You run out of your post-cabinet meeting on the day because you didn't want people to ask you, what's your plans for the anniversary of 2015? Because you have nothing of substance to say.
Register and vote. If they don't see, state your finger and vote. Show them no mercy.
Vote them out.
Vote them out with total skull and utter disdain. Let's put our country together again. Vote them out of power.
Terminate the reign.
Let's put our country together again.
When you see the mocking pretenders come at you and they tell you, you hear what Philip used to do? Say, I'm willing to take you seriously. What Rowley? What he used to do? What Kamala? How come you ain't know about them? They've been in office 55 years now. PNM and UNC mash up the country, and you only have Philip Alexander to study? Why? Ask them questions. Ask them. I will not answer them. You ask them that question.
If for 30 years you voting them in,
And it's only tears as soon as they win.
they give you big words and enslave your soul.
Promising you roads and giving potholes.
If they are the reason why the economy could sprout,
When you're voting,
if it is the passing laws
that them alone could float. When you're voting, line up, get ready.
if it is the building ISIS,
East, west, north, and south.
the same way you vote them in. Register and vote. Totally. State your finger and rescue the country.
I raised that question in Diego Martin, and I asked, if our Pitch Lake is paving all the roads in the world, why isn't the Pitch Lake Asphalt Company should be one of the biggest companies in the world? Who is benefiting from our pitch? How much money is it being sold for? And who getting that money?
Put them out with tempo, they happy in vain. Let's put our country
Together again.
Put them out with calypso,
And joyous refrain.
let's put our country together again.
And I just get, and you see how it's work? I just get the Petrotrin audit. I just get it. So you know, Roger and the boy